Yo, what's up, dudes? It's your boy Eagle Brava, and I'm here with episode 50 of my Borderlands 2 Legendary Weapons Guide. And today, guys, we have a special one for you. We're going to be showing you how to get the Norfleet Rocket Launcher. In my case, we have the Punitory Norfleet OP level 10. In your case, the variation might be a little bit different. The red text says, blows up everything. And man, does this thing freaking blow up everything. It is deemed the best rocket launcher in the game, in my opinion. Definitely the best one. Of course, there's some good ones, but the Norfleet just absolutely takes a cake. I mean, look at the insane damage, 29 million times 3. And obviously, it is OP level 10, so it is going to be the highest damage type Norfleet you're going to be able to get. But of course, we're going to show you how to get the Norfleet, who you're going to be farming, and then of course show you some gameplay and go through the wiki at the end. So to get this beast, there are a couple different ways, man, but the way we get it is from Hyperius the Invincible. You could also get this from Vermivorous, but Hyperius is a little bit easier to farm, and I'm not saying, I'm using that term loosely because he is not easy to farm at all. Very difficult invincible. You do need the Captain Scarlet DLC. There are a couple loopholes you can beat him, but in this case, to show you guys the drop, I did lower the level down to no OP levels just so I can kill him quick and show you guys that he does drop this freaking thing. But Hyperius is definitely a very difficult boss to farm for. You can use the zero tactic where you bore shot and use that, but I mean, he got a little bit of a buff after the Fight for Sanctuary DLC, so it just makes it a lot harder to farm for this thing, man. But anyway, this is going to be the route. You do have to get through some loaders, and the way that I'm farming him, I guess, is I'm trying to kill him multiple times in one run. Usually I go for 5, but basically we're using the Ahab Pimpernel. We're taking him out. If you guys saw the Shredder Fire video, doing the same exact thing, but we're going back into the doorway where that will reset Hyperius, going back out, killing him, going back in, resetting him, going back out, killing him, rinse and repeat. So I do speed this up here in a second. And the reason why I speed this up is because I don't want you guys to think that I just dropped it myself. I'm going to show you this is all in just one take, one run. So there's no nothing behind the scenes that I'm dropping the Norfleet or anything like that. But we do take him out. I don't even know how many times we killed him, like 7 or something like that. We take out the minions just because they're kind of a pain in the ass. You do need 8 iridium to get into the area, so we are collecting the iridium, trying to get it back. And the crazy thing about this is I don't see it. There's so much loot on the ground. I don't see the Norfleet at all. And then when we are getting close to saving and quitting out to reset it, we do see the Norfleet pop up. So I'm literally just running around, and then in the top left, I see it right as I was about to hit quit. I end up seeing the Norfleet right there. It is level 80. Of course, I mentioned we did turn off the OP levels. In the gameplay, it will be an OP level 10, the Norfleets that I'm using, and also we are on OP level 10 as well, so keep that in mind. We did bump it up in the gameplay so you guys could see kind of what it could do against OP level 10 enemies, but there is the drop. There's the Norfleet again. You could get this from Vermivorous, or you can, of course, get it from Hyperius here. But anyway, guys, there was the drop. Let's jump into the gameplay and go through the wiki. The Norfleet is a legendary E-Tech rocket launcher manufactured by Maliwan in Borderlands 2. It can be obtained as a common drop from Vermivorous the Invincible, or a rare drop from Hyperius the Invincible. So if you guys don't know, Vermivorous is a rare spawn Varkid that you pretty much need 4 players to spawn Vermivorous. You can do it solo, but the likelihood of Vermivorous spawning in general is very slim, but if you can get Vermivorous to spawn, apparently the Norfleet's a common drop. With Hyperius, not so common, man. I feel like I farmed Hyperius like 40 times and never got it, but anyway, those are the 2 bosses that you can get this thing from. It does come in any element: shock, incendiary, corrosive, or slag. The special weapon effects, the red text says blows up everything, fires 3 large purple projectiles in a horizontal line with erratic trajectory, increased damage, increased blast radius, and reduced accuracy, consumes 3 ammo per shot. After an enemy takes damage from the Norfleet's projectiles, it is surrounded by a blue field of plasma. So you guys can see, man, this is absolutely taking out everything, including myself. And when it is taking out enemies, you can see that it does a blue orb around and just does a lot of splash damage. And this thing is freaking nuts. I know I'm gun zerking, so I'm rocking 2, which obviously double the damage. But man, when it comes to just overall power in these rocket launchers, the Norfleet is definitely the one to have, man. Now, the usage and description says the fire pattern of the Norfleet differs from any other rocket launcher in the game, but can be used in much the same manner. The same safety precautions apply if the projectile lands too close. The user will take damage, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know that if you guys get hit with this thing, it'll probably take you down. When firing the Norfleet, it is almost always guaranteed direct hits on enemies, making the Norfleet best for dealing damage over a massive area, as well as tagging multiple enemies with elemental damage, assuming they are not immediately eliminated. So you guys can see, man, it is not only taking out the enemies that I'm just shooting directly, but everything around it is getting absolutely destroyed. And that is why, in my opinion, it is the best rocket launcher in the game. I'm curious if you guys have the same opinion. Let me know in the comments below if you think there's another rocket launcher that works better than the Norfleet's. As opposed to just raw power damage, the Norfleet is definitely the top dog in my opinion, but there are some other launchers that are good for things. Ahab, Pimpernel Glitch, you guys have seen throughout this whole freaking series, but you guys can see that this thing is just absolutely doing a ton of work. So good luck getting the Norfleet. That was episode 50. I wanted to save episode 50 for a good one. We're getting somewhat close to these legendaries and getting kind of somewhat close to the end. I know there's a few that we need to farm, which are going to be a pain, like the Ogre and maybe some fight for Sanctuary legendaries. But that's it for this one, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, be sure to hit the thumbs up, man. Sub to the channel. Good luck getting the Norfleet. We'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.